1776.com. But I want to challenge everybody to get the DNA Force, to get the Survival Shield, to get all the products at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, I'm done ranting about that to the end. I want you to speak some about lung shields and other things. But Dr. Groove, you've been sitting there for 15 minutes while I've been ranting. You heard John Bowden's report earlier. Ebola up front. Obviously, they're covering something up. This nurse is refusing to quarantine, even in her house. People are dying in Africa en masse. It's mutated. But then it's only black people, it seems, that are dying. A lot of experts say it's race-specific. What do you really think is going on, Dr. Grip? Because you also have your Special Forces background. You're a really smart guy, have a lot of big connections. What do you think is going on?
Well, I think a lot of people are confused right now, and a lot of people don't really know what's going on. The media is, not really reporting the truth, and even in the underground, or the scientists that I've been talking to, I was out in Vegas talking to some people out there. Just a lot of strange things are happening. You would think by now there would be more cases if it was really being spread. The inconsistencies with the CDC changing their reports. The girl that lived in the building with the New York doctor that was infected, that's when they showed her the picture of the guy, she said, "Who's that?" There's just more and more evidence coming out that there's something strange happening.
It's either all totally fake here, real in Africa, and they're covering it up, or it's secretly spreading and they're covering it up. As you said, I have that YouTube video. We should cue that up. I forgot to give it to the guys to show it, where she's like, "That's not who I lived with." So they may be grabbing real people and putting actors out. Something the CIA has been caught doing over and over again is what you're getting at.
I'm getting at there might be a certain section of this that could be that they're using actors.
That's what I said last week. They whisk away the real victims because they can't control the narrative, and then put out fake people as their spokesman.
Almost like the Boston bombing and stuff like that. Yeah, and actually I was doing some research on it because some people were sending me some videos, and there's some pretty heavy-hitting videos of evidence behind it. Another thing that's strange is all this neon green that they're using everywhere. It seems like all of the shirts they're giving out are the neon green. There was a Simpsons episode that came out a long time ago that talked about Ebola, where Marge is wearing a neon green dress. I mean, there's just some strange things. I mean, the good news is people are actually out there putting this all together, and it's not...
And by the way, I've been approached by the folks at X-Files. They were approached and told to do the episode where the government flies in the World Trade Center with a drill. So we saw that and said, that's them throwing it in our face. Well, we know they were.
Well, yeah, there was a Simpsons episode where they were holding a newspaper with a 9, and there was the two trade centers in the two World Trade Centers in the back too. So,
yeah, let me ask you this question. Obviously, they call it lesser magic. The globalists are into the occult. They believe that they manifest it first. That gives it good luck when they actually do it, and then if it actually happens, it doubles their power. It's like they're playing Pokemon in the real world.
It's almost like the Matrix. They tell you what they're going to do, and that's the Illuminati has all those Illuminati cards, and what they want to do is put it out there. They want to put it in front of your face and show you what they're going to do. Like Obama said the other day, this is just a test. We're seeing how all this works.
More and more they throw it in our face.
If it was a major pandemic right now, don't you think that you would be seeing exponential spreading and spreading and spreading?
No shit.
I'm not sitting here saying Ebola doesn't exist, by all means, but we have plenty.
No, I agree, but it's either secretly spreading and they're covering it up, or something's fake. And we know they're acting super shady and things don't add up. So we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, the government has patents on Ebola with rabies. They've done the zombie apocalypse stuff. I mean, everything has been there. The CDC posts stuff on their website about what to do in case of a zombie apocalypse. Everything is there, and it's just a matter of time.
You know what? Do me a favor. I want you with Anthony Gucciardi to cover the basics on Ebola tonight. He's going to host a special after the news. So like at 7:30. Take 30 minutes, take an hour, whatever you need. Get the clips, cover all this in detail, so I can also air some of it tomorrow, and give the guys the clips, because I've seen them too. And let's just look at it. Let's just look at what the web is saying, because we have high-level CIA, high-level State Department, high-level FBI, high-level state police saying, yes, Sandy Hook's totally fake. Yes, Aurora's fake. And then it all adds up. I don't have time to go into it. Yes, a Boston bombing, we know it was fake. I ran into a Kraft International guy. I'm not saying they were involved, but they were guys in Kraft outfits with black backpacks, I guess, to create a distraction. They thought they were part of a drill or security, but they don't know that they were there as decoys. and then the other simulant bomb goes off. But this Kraft guy, he saw me in public and got up from the table and said, "That's Alex Jones, I got to go," and ran out of the restaurant. He's wearing a Kraft shirt. What you doing that? But I don't even have time to get into it. It's so overwhelming that they are faking more stuff because they can't control the narrative on real false flags when they blow up a real building, because cops show up and see the unexploded bombs. And they got to kill cops, like at Oklahoma City and stuff, and doctors. So they do stage things out of whole cloth now because it's so over the top, no one would ever believe that, I think.
No, I agree. I think that partially this thing is a test, and they're preparing to see how we react, number one. They're also psychologically preparing us for an actual outbreak or a pandemic. Obviously, this one isn't as severe as something that could be in the future, such as a rabies Ebola vaccine, which could be airborne. They've already started preparing us for the fact that it could be airborne. All of this, though, if you look at the preparations if you want to look at the population control and reducing the population, the general scheme of thing, and the plan, all starts with lowering your mental ability to make decisions and lowering your overall health. I mean,
well, there you go, folks. I think that's proof that InfoWars is watching my videos and Red Pill's videos. I have to say, I don't know. I mean, in a way, I'm happy that they're finally cluing on, but at the same time, forget about them. I mean, forever they've been pushing the fear porn, and they haven't seen it. And this guy's obviously been seeing my videos and Red Pill's videos, and he's starting to get the idea that the whole thing is a sham. And isn't it hilarious, the EboLIE green, right? And how he goes on about it. Well, you know, it's about time that these big alternative media channels start to acknowledge our work, and they're full of shit anyways. So, anyways, tune in to We'll Do It Live. Should be on by the time you're watching this video. Have a wonderful night. Take care.